episode of Financial Freeway. My name is David J. Atwood. I am the man rocking the Ray-Bans. And today, it is a stormy, stormy day. The snow is, I think it's completely gone now. But we had this really warm wind come in this morning. Really warm, like creepy warm. Like, you know, when you get out, I got outside and I wear my shorts when I go to work because I'm going to head off to the gym. And I figure I'll just change before I get there and just save me some time so I can spend some more time on the machines. And it was so warm. It was almost tropical. It was humid and warm. And right now we're expecting this huge rainstorm to be coming in. And it is, you have to stop there, buddy. We're expecting a lot of rain this weekend. So am I looking forward to it? I don't know if I could say I'm looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to getting into the warmer weather. More importantly, the lighter weather, so we can start doing Financial Freeway in the morning. It's so much easier to do in the morning than in the afternoons. So I'll be really grateful when we get to that point. But I think the snow is all but gone. I don't see any snow lying around anymore because we did have that rain, and now we've got this warm. Oh, no. Is there an accident in front of us? Oh boy, there is too. Yeah. Holy moly. Way to slow things down, boys. Little bumpity. Don't get in that lane. Don't get in that lane. Yeah. Yeah, it's a no-go. We have a rear ender there. It looks like it was a bit of a tap because the rear trunk's open. Oh, you crazy people. Oh, you silly people. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, warm, light. Love to start doing the podcast in the morning. Just so much nicer, so much easier, and we're almost there. What am I going to talk about today? Okay, today was leg day. Oh, leg day is just the worst. I hate leg day. It's my second least favorite day of the week. My first least favorite day of the week is Saturday morning at Dark 100 when me and Seth are in the cold, dark Pacific Ocean. That's no bueno. Okay, let's go then. Let's go. Oh, wow. They pulling the CSI kid out for the rear ender. So funny. Rush hour traffic, people. Way to go. That's what happens when you're not paying attention, like texting or sending. Oh, and there's no damage at all. Oh, my Lord. How frustrating is that? But, we all have to live and learn those kind of things, right? So, anyways, first off, again, I apologize. I'm going to continue to apologize for the next little while about not being more regular with the uploads of the podcast. I have been recording. I've been doing a lot of recording. There's been a lot of technical glitches. And one that actually today as I'm recording, I realized I didn't check into is I didn't put the phone on airplane mode, because a lot of times I've been driving home and I'll be getting phone calls from people in the middle of the podcast, which shuts recording down. Maybe next time I can just keep recording and see what happens. I don't know, but that happened a lot. Then there was, I ran out of space on the phone, and then there was the microphones died one day. And there's, it's been a couple of days where I've been recording thinking that everything's going great. And then I get home and no, didn't record a thing. All kinds of things. So there's been a lot of technical issues. But the biggest stumbling block to getting the videos out has been my Whiskey Compass project. It has been really, really great. I just released a soft launch to a few people of the magazine so they could take a look, and also to show a few of the potential advertisers out there what I've been working on. And the response I've been getting back has been nothing but amazing. And so I think I might have overplayed my hands with a few of these people, because a lot of people are asking for more than I am at that point able to give right now. one of the excuse me, choking a little bit here. One of the people I showed it to asked me for a hard copy so they could put it in with their files, and it's like, yeah, we're not quite there at hard copy yet, because that's big money. It's a big outlay of cash to start doing hard copies of the magazine. But we're like I said, the response has been really great from the people I've shown it to and the people I talked to. And part of what I do is I have what's called behind the barrel, and it is a feature that we put on in the magazine featuring a personality. Now, when I first started the magazine, I wanted to exercise and see what was possible, what I could be doing. And so I just found people locally here in Victoria. But I recently started reaching out to people that are on YouTube that have a substantial following, and a lot of people are saying, yeah, they're on board with being in the next issue of Whiskey Compass magazine. So it's going along really great. We are 9 days as of recording of this today. We're 9 days away from launching the magazine. It's good to go. Gabby's having a look over it right now. She's supposed to do that today because, you get too close to something, you start not seeing the mistakes, little things. So, and she's really good. Like, she's a linguist and she's really good with her grammar and stuff like that. So it's going to be, she's going to have a look at it and let me know, if there's anything I can tweak up to make it a little better. What's happening? This guy's going awfully slow. We're all in rush hour. We're all trying to get home now. Come on. So my point is that, and this is really important, I started this with nothing but an idea. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to build a website. I definitely didn't know how to put together a magazine. I just had a vision in my mind of what I wanted. I started working with it. I started tweaking it, getting it to where I wanted. And if I didn't know how to do something, I YouTubed it. I Googled it. I went to AI to ask it the questions on how to do what I wanted it to do. And eventually I got to a point where I actually could do what I was trying to do. I actually got it to a point where I could make it to do. And one of the things I did recently, I wanted to put a countdown clock on the website, and I have no idea how to do that. Again, a little bit of Google, a little bit of YouTube, and I learned. Now, for those people out there that are watching the video going, oh my God, putting a countdown on a website, so easy. Maybe it is, but I didn't know. And this is the point, is that if you don't know how to do something and get something done, all you have to do is start researching it, and you'll find out how easy it could be. But a lot of times you don't know what you don't know. But I had a vision. And the first thing you have to do with mastering anything is learning what you don't know. That's the first part. So I had to start digging in. I wanted a website. I wanted it to do this. I wanted to have these attributes to it. And basically the reality was I didn't want a website. I just wanted a place to put the magazine. But I had to have some place to put it, and I had to make it look professional. So I started digging in, and guess what? Now I've got a professional looking website. And then once that was done, well, now I had to get to work building the magazine. And again, digging, learning. You just have to put the work in. So this is what I wanted to talk about today with regards to Financial Freeway and you, is all about educating yourself and doing the skill stacking. We have talked about this before in the past with educating yourself, putting the work in. The hardest thing you're ever going to do in life, I believe, is truly starting to whittle down what it is exactly that you're looking for, what it exactly is that you want out of life. That's the hardest thing. Once you know what you want, well, then it's pretty easy. Then you can start actually just figuring out what you need to do to get there. You want to be the world's most famous thoracic surgeon, and you don't know how to get there from here. Well, what did you have to become to be, the world's thoracic surgeon, world's most famous thoracic surgeon? You had to be a thoracic surgeon first, and then you had to be the best. But first you had to be a thoracic surgeon in order to become the best. Well, how do you become a thoracic surgeon? Well, you had to be a doctor. So you had to be a doctor that specialized in thoracic surgery. or internal medicine or whatever it is. I don't know. And then if you wanted to be a doctor, well, you had to go and get a degree. You had to get a residency. You had to put the work in. The point is you have to start with the vision and work your way backwards to the skills that you have currently. Because the crazy thing is, like, some of these skills that you need aren't that hard to get, you know, on their own. Like, it's not hard to get into college. Well, maybe it is a little bit. It's not hard to get that education. Maybe thoracic surgery was a bad path to go down. My point is that whatever it is you want to do, figure out what skills you need to get and start putting them together. Start collecting these skills. Learn how to negotiate. Learn about real estate law. Learn about sales. And then now you have some skills that you can clamor together. You may not be the best negotiator in the world. You may not be the best salesman in the world. You may not be the one who knows the most about real estate law. But, and here's the important part, is that when you start putting all those skills together, then you actually do become somebody who is a valuable person. Because you might be able to put those skills together in a way that's unique. You may be able to put those skills together in a way that's unique to you. And people are going to say, well, this is the kind of guy we want in our organization with these skills. I currently have not gone the traditional path where I'm working. Where I'm working, there's people applying for this job that's going to be coming up. And I did not go the traditional path that a lot of the people that are going to be applying did go. Well, you're reckless, aren't you? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of reckless people out here today. You got to keep your head on a swivel, people. Stay frosty. So but what I've done is I have acquired skills. I have acquired skills that are good for the job that I'm applying for. I've learned about organization, leading people, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people go up through, they get their trades, then they they act in the role of supervisor for a little bit, then they apply for the job, then they get, it's a different way of doing it. I'm skipping all that. Not really skipping it, because I've done other things to gain those skills. Where a lot of people will just climb up the ladder, I've actually had to go outside to get these skills. And that's okay. I've had to do it by volunteering at organizations and functions and events that were outside of work in order to get the skills that are needed for this upcoming position. So this is what I say to you. Start going out there and getting your own education. Start taking charge of that. Again, the first thing you have to do is start thinking, okay, well, what do you want to do? That's the real key. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? And then start seeking out, again, like, just look at the want ads. If you're on LinkedIn, check out what requirements are needed for what jobs are out there, and start saying, okay, well, I want to be this guy who, I don't know, an art curator. Start figuring out what that is. Volunteer your time if you have to. YouTube, Google, AI, it's all there. Yes, you're probably not going to get a gift certificate from the Ivy covered schools if you there you go. If you do get your education that way. However, it's still going to be an education, and if it's done properly, if you do it properly, you will be able to get recognized for that, and you could actually have the requirements you need to get those jobs that you're applying for. So keep that in mind. Skill stacking is a really important thing to start thinking about if you want to be successful. You can't rely on just basically following a path, because sometimes it's not always that straightforward. So again, this is one of those real tough things, and I tell people all the time, this is not easy. The tough part is figuring out what you want out of life. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to make? What do you want your life to look like? I know exactly what I want my life to look like, or I should say what I wanted my life to look like. And now it is starting to look like that, which is really, really exciting for me. I'm excited, and that's why I want to share it. That's why I wanted to put this this podcast out, was so I could express and kind of pass on that learning that I did to become to grit the life that I wanted. Anyways, folks, I got to keep my head on the swivel. It's getting a little crazy here. People all over the place, and people are reckless tonight. So I'm going to keep a little bit sharp eye on the road. I'm going to call it quits there. Anyways, folks, thanks so much for stopping by and watching. Again, subscribe, notify, share, all that stuff. Also, please, as I always say, check out whiskeycompass.ca. Check it out. The magazine will be live March 1st. I'll be launching it March 1st. If you're in the Victoria area, I will be, no, I'm not probably, I'm going to be, I will be at Artemis Speakeasy to celebrate. We featured Artemis in Behind the Barrel on this edition of Whiskey Compass, so we're going to be there to kind of launch our inaugural edition of it. So it's going to be kind of exciting there. That's where we're going to be. If you want to be there, please stop on by. It's going to be a good time. It might just be me and Gabby, and we're totally cool with it. But that's where we're going to be to launch our first edition of Whiskey Compass. And as always, check out financialfreeway23.ca. If you go to whiskeycompass.ca, we are going to be putting a splash page there that you'll be able to go to Financial Freeway with a click from there. I'm going to have it all in one website eventually. But check out financialfreeway23.ca. That's where the good stuff is. That's where all the real learning takes place, the real education, especially in the archive stuff. I tell you, we've got our commuter MBA program. I mean, that's amazing right there in its own. You get to have all the education that someone with their master's would have by just commuting to work. And I think it takes 2 years. I think I did the math on it. It's like 2 years of you just doing nothing but listening to the books that we have laid out there with hyperlinks to Amazon or Audible, so it's super easy. Just about everything that's offered in these courses is available on Audible, so you can listen to it while you drive to work. Come on, fix this, people. This is what needs it. It needs the work. And finally, as we always say, spread the word, spread the good news, spread the gospel of what we're doing here. Because it is our mission here at Financial Freeway to make sure that everyone understands that they have an inalienable right to live a life of success, happiness, and abundance. Wherever you are on this stormy, oh so stormy night. God bless.